With a desire to see more of what the world has to offer, we have been working away for the last few months, turning this 1997 Stewart & Stevenson into our ultimate expedition vehicle. With a fresh coat of paint, new lights, we are pushing ourselves to create a home that will not only allow us to travel, but to see the world from a different perspective. So follow along and join our journey as we transform this bare-bone military truck into our tiny home on wheels. So we haven't been filming as much this week as we were trying to get done a few projects a little faster. But what I'm doing today is I'm building a shoe rack to go here right by the door, and then we're gonna sheet the door. It's gonna be a tongue and groove cedar that we're gonna sand and stain after, so it should look pretty good. So I'm gonna take you guys along today and show you guys how I'm gonna build it. So I want to utilize this space right here. It's about 2 inches. So we can fit, like, I'm a size 12 in a shoe. I kind of want to be able to put like hiking boots in here and stuff like that. So we're going to try to utilize as much space as possible. We're not wasting this space, and we can actually put more than just sandals in there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make the shoe box kind of go, first of all, it's kind of going to have a kind of a decline kind of thing, but just right here, it's gonna, the board's kind of gonna go and then back out over there. So we tried to utilize the maximum amount of space. There's going to be a trim around the door with a mosquito net, and we just built a little shoe rack right here. It is sort of small and it's not completely done. I got frustrated and said that's enough for the day. But we'll finish this off once we get to this point. Hopefully it'll be a little easier after a few days of a break of building furniture. Fingers crossed that nothing leaks. Morning everybody. Don't know what day of the build this is, but we're getting somewhere in the finishing stage here. So right now we're working on finishing up the shower. or finishing it up, kind of just sheeting the walls and then finishing up the actual shower itself later time. What we're doing is, so we're using 1/4-inch plywood first and sheeting the wall, and then we're gonna coat it in some red guard, and then we're gonna glue with some PL. We're gonna glue vinyl plank to the wall. Should be waterproof. Like all the vinyl planks companies, they claim that it is waterproof. So we did a small test and it is holding water, but we don't quite know 150% how it's gonna hold up to all the shaking. But I'm willing to take that risk because it should look really good. That's what we're gonna do. And hopefully we never have to tear it out, but if we do, it is what it is. Anyhow, we're gonna finish up the sheeting in here and take you guys along. So we got our shower sheeted. We installed 1/4-inch plywood, and then on top of that we have to red guard it, which will happen at a later time, as we want to kind of progress from the back of the camper essentially to the front, to give us maximum space where we are working at the moment. So we got it sheeted, need a red guard, and then we need to put the vinyl planks on. We also sheeted the kitchen walls, and we primed them where they need to be primed, and essentially that's going to be right here. We're going to have to put vinyl, it's called laminate sheets, and they glue on, and they're going to be kind of like right here. So we don't need to prime this, as the glue will stick. We're using contact cement and it'll stick much better to just the plain plywood. So that kind of makes up of this week's work. So this week wasn't the most productive week, as I had to work and make some money to support this project, but we still got a decent amount done. And on next week's video we'll be finishing up the bunk beds. That means trimming them up, making everything look as best as possible. So if you made it this far in the video, please subscribe, like, comment. That helps the channel grow a lot as it gets picked up by the algorithm. But nevertheless, we'll see you next week.